House warden. Prefect. Whatever. It is lovely to see you. Yes, I am out of bed rather late. I suppose 9 o'clock isn't really late, but it is later than I tend to be awake. Yes, you could say I've been having a bit of trouble sleeping. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. Where is that music coming from? Oh, the ghosts. Yes, I'd forgotten about them. You do have those around, don't you? Quite a few, actually, from what I recall. Only 3 that you know about. There could be more. I mean, listen to this place. Surely 3 ghosts isn't causing all of that. Can they not be opening and closing doors so much and so loudly? It is very hard to get a good night's rest with constant organ playing and doors clanking and floorboards creaking. None of it is conducive to a good night's sleep. I don't know how you get any rest. Yes, I suppose you do get used to it after a time. Still, frustrating. Well, I know I've been staying here for about 2 nights, but well, we haven't actually interacted all that much since I got here. Which is a shame, quite frankly. I do enjoy spending time with you, believe it or not. So tell me, how have you been? Is school treating you well? Lovely. Oh, a project from Cruel. I do wish you luck with that. He is a terrifyingly strict teacher. Well, no, I've never had any trouble in his class. But I am an outlier, I'm aware. Regrettably. Yes, well, I suppose it does have a small amount to do with my upbringing. I know you don't like my mother, but let's not talk about this any more than we have to, please. It is quite the unpleasant subject to dwell on, yes? Really, I understand they're ghosts, but could they tone it down a bit? It is frankly unnecessary. I am not shaking with fear. I am simply annoyed, and the rage is slipping out of me a bit, in the form of shuddering. Yes, alright, yes, it's a stupid excuse, thank you. Fine. Yes, it is a bit unnerving. But to be fair, in Hartslebue, we don't struggle with such things. There are no ghosts, no one is up past 10, everyone's in bed, asleep, and if they aren't asleep, they get their head removed. Yes, I suppose late night study cram sessions are a bit common there, but usually that is one of the few reasons to stay up late that I'm very lenient with. I understand that sometimes people don't have the time to study and need it. Or that they're slackers, like Ace. Yes, I specifically call him out here. You know him. You know what he's like. I swear I don't know how he ended up in Heart's Labule. What do you mean it makes sense? How does it make sense? He's not a good representation of our dorm. No, he's a troublemaker. I would have expected someone like him to end up in Savannah Claw or something. Well, no, I suppose maybe not them, but a dorm that was a bit less, or, excuse me, a bit more carefree. Yes, well, I don't know. Not this one. Goodness. Would they please be quiet? Oh, I'm so glad you find it so entertaining that I'm uncomfortable. Laugh it up. Go ahead. I am not being cute, I am being uncomfortable with the strange sounds and odd music and such that your other residents cause. I take immense issue with that idea. I am not cute. I'm not anything. I'm me, and that's not. Please refrain from complimenting me too much. I find it quite embarrassing. Yes, it's embarrassing. What? Of course it's embarrassing. Well, no one else is here to be judging either of us for it, but it is still inherently embarrassing. Yeah. You know what? Fine. Call me whatever you like. If you insist that I am cute, very well. For now, I am cute. But if this ever leaves this room, or this dorm, I suppose, if you ever tell anybody what I've said and what you've said tonight, I will not hesitate to wring you out by your neck. Just because I can't take away your magic, for you have none, does not mean that I will not get my revenge if you do something that I dislike. Yes, I know I'm evil. Thank you. I take that as quite a compliment, actually. I'm a good leader, a smart one, and I know what I'm doing, and if that makes me evil, then so be it. All of that aside, I suppose I should be getting back to bed, shouldn't I? Why not? It's late, I'm tired. Yes, the creaking and such unnerves me, but there's little I can do about it. I may as well go back to sleep. Why did I get out of bed in the first place? Well, quite frankly, I was going to come and get some water. You've got a better idea. Okay. And please, what is this better idea than water? I'll have you know I can't drink tea past my bedtime. It's much too sweet and awakening. Yes, I suppose there are teas that aren't as sweet, but it's still warm milk. Milk is, in fact, sweeter than tea often. Perhaps I will go with a cup of tea instead. It has to be... Why does it have to be milk? Why? Why does it have to be warm milk? Because you don't want to make tea right now. I actually can't entirely argue with that, because I note you don't currently have a kettle, so you'd have to fill a pot with water, and that is objectively more of a pain as far as pouring goes and the such. So warm milk. Wouldn't you have to do the same thing with warm milk, though? Oh, that is a good point. You don't have to steep that. Yes, I suppose that does take a fair bit of time, doesn't it? Well, then I suppose we shall go with your plan, despite how odd it is. Is this a custom in your world, to drink warm milk when you can't sleep? Not for everyone, but okay, that makes sense, I suppose. A lot of people do it. Not for everyone, but a lot of people. So yes, what you're saying is yes. You've given me a yes answer in a more complicated way. That actually makes sense, considering this is you we're talking about, but whatever. So, warm milk. What is... Okay. You're putting sugar in the milk that is already sweet to make it sweeter. And honey. This is going to give me a sugar rush at 11:30, isn't it? No, it won't. Why don't I believe you? Well, what the heck? Was that a child? Can the ghosts here make child? You know what? Let's just get this over with, so that I can go back to my room and go back to sleep. Right. So, milk, sugar, honey, and cinnamon? I mean, it does sound like a lovely drink, objectively. I'm just curious if it'll actually get me to sleep. And vanilla. How sweet do you want this to be? You're going to die of a heart attack or something from all that sugar. Yes, my mother did warn me as a child that I would die of a heart attack if I ate too much sugar. And no, it did not happen. I was simply exaggerating. What? Alright, you... Far too many ghosts about for my comfort. Well, no, I don't want to leave. No, I do not want to leave. Just because of some creaky doors and ghosts and such. I enjoy your company and would prefer to stay here until my window is fixed. That is simply what I would prefer to do. So despite how unnerving it is, I will stay if you'll allow me. Thank you. And yes, I do suppose I have no reason to complain. That is quite ungrateful of me. You're giving me a place to stay, and here I am griping about it. You know, I do find it entertaining how openly you insult your own home. Well, I mean, both the dorm and your home world, actually. You really do dislike it there, don't you? Are you even actually trying to go home at this point? That's true. I do suppose you have a life there you probably have to get back to. A spouse or something, I imagine. Parents and all. No, really. Odd, I would have surely thought. Well, no worries. But surely you have a family and all. Of some kind at least. Siblings, parents, and the such. Well, I'm sure whoever you have there is missing you quite a bit. But you know, we will miss you too if you're gone. A bit, yes. I imagine everyone will, actually. Yes, well, we've all grown very fond of you. It will be a shame when you go. Ah, thank you. Yes, yes, I'll let it cool for a second. That's quite hot. Ow. But yes, I imagine we all will miss you quite a bit when you're gone. Well, of course I'll miss you very much, actually. I was hoping that you'd end up staying a bit longer, but I understand if you can't, of course. You've got a life to get back to, and I've got my life to continue with, and, well, when you're gone, I shall miss you quite a bit, but I suppose it shall be rather irresponsible of me to dwell on the past forever, shan't it? This is awful depressing. I love your company quite a bit. And I should focus that you're here now, and I'm happy about that. That's what I should do. I should focus on the fact that you're here now. I should also focus on going to bed, yes. Well, I suppose I'll drink this down, then get off to bed. Or I could take it back to my room. That is a lovely point you make. I think I will. No, I'll be fine to walk back on my own. I am unnerved, but I'll be fine. Thank you, Prefect, and good night. See you tomorrow.